everybody, what's up? Devon Brown here, and if you are watching this video, there's a good chance that you're watching it at the time in 2020 when we are all going through this coronavirus COVID-19 stuff. There's a good chance that unless you're an essential worker, you're in quarantine, and you've got a lot of dead time. And so what I want to do is I want to just quickly talk to you about my personal take on this stuff, not from a political perspective, because you probably don't care about that, nor do I want a fight in my comment section. Quick side note, if you're watching this on Facebook, I don't care what your political thoughts are. Please do not post that in the comment. That is not what this is for. There are plenty of places you can go and say, this is a conspiracy theory, or no, it's not, or the Democrats are bad, or the Republicans are bad, or whatever. That's not what this is. I don't give a shit. I'm just here to share with you how I'm looking at not just COVID-19, but how I look at stuff that's completely out of my control, because there's a broader lesson here in my opinion. And so here's the thing. As a lot of you may know, I am an event MC. I do two things currently right now in my life. Number one, I have an internet marketing company where I help people and I teach them affiliate marketing. That's how many of you watching this know me. Right? We do quite well in that business. I've got like 6-7 employees, and we do well, right? The other thing that I do for a living is that I'm a professional event MC. I am, if I'm not mistaken, the #1 conference/seminar MC in our industry, in this world of internet marketing and personal development and stuff like that. Now, as you can imagine, my MC business has taken a complete dive off of a cliff. Right? Last year, I think I booked 19 gigs, all word of mouth. This year, I was on pace to beat that. And just like that, all my gigs for the foreseeable future just went bye-bye. I even had to give a deposit or two back to events that were happening that had already reserved me, who had to cancel because of this coronavirus stuff. Now, here's the thing. This is out of my control. Like, it is. That's just a fact. I'm not judging it. It's just a fact. There's literally nothing I can do about that, right? Like, I can't go to the place the event was supposed to be and make my way inside and MC when nobody's there. That's not how this works, right? That's stupid, right? I can't do it, right? So, the first thing I do is I acknowledge that this is out of my control. Since this is out of my control, like really out of my, not out of my control as in something that I might be able to influence. No, I mean completely the fuck out of my control, right? Because it's so out of my control, the first thing I do is I accept it. And this all happened instantly, and when it happened, I realized I was in a really good place, and a lot of the personal growth I had been studying had really taken. So the first thing I did was I said, oh, shit, all my events got canceled. That sucks. Can I do anything about it? No? Okay. Now that I know I can't do anything about it, what are my options? Right? So I don't remember learning a lot from college, even though I did quite well in college. One thing I remember was I was taking an economics class. And in this economics class, they talked about something called opportunity cost. And opportunity cost is basically what you miss when you're doing something else. Right? So if you go to this nightclub, then you miss out on the opportunity of going to this nightclub. Right? If that makes sense. That's a gross oversimplification, right? If I go on a date with this girl, then I'm missing the opportunity to go on a date with this girl. None of this is good, bad, right, or wrong. It's just like, here's what you're missing out on. When I MC events, right, MCing an event when I do it is 5 days when I'm not doing something else. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Sarah?
Yes.
Right, so when I'm MCing an event for 5 days, then the opportunity cost is something else I could be doing with my time. So here's the thing. When I lost the ability to MC, my brain immediately went to, oh, what is the opportunity cost I've been missing out on because I've been MCing, right? And not that MCing wasn't the thing I would rather do. Who knows? The point is, what is this other thing that I could be doing with that time? Because here's the truth. The truth is that on any given week I would MC, I would be working for 40 hours just during that MC period of time, right? Just if I take it at the absolute minimum, on an event that's just a 2-day event, when the average is 3, but if I just take a 2-day event, and let's just say I work 10 hours a day for those 2 days, that's 20 hours a week on a Saturday and Sunday that I was going to be working MCing anyway. And so I said to myself, well, Devon, now you've got an additional 20 hours a week on the weekends. You were going to be emceeing. What else could you be doing with your time? And that's what I want you to. That's what I want to ask you. What else could you be doing with your time? If you've got a lot of downtime right now, if you're in quarantine right now, what else could you be doing with your time? For me, the answer was multiple fold. The first answer was relaunch some stuff in my internet business to really help solidify that and grow that. And so the first 2 weeks of quarantine, that's what I did. I relaunched a new JV page. I launched some stuff to new affiliates. I did a big marketing campaign to new affiliates. I got a whole bunch of brand new affiliates to promote my stuff, and I saw an increase in income, and that's what I use the time for. But I can't do that anymore, so my question was then, what's the next thing? And the next thing that I did was I said, oh my God, I've been meaning to write this book for forever. And so now, on the weekends, I'm spending 20 hours a week, because I was going to be emceeing anyway, so I was going to be doing something anyway. And I said, now I'm going to just take this time, and I'm going to work on this book that I've been meaning to write for years that has gotten stagnant. So now, so I don't sit there and twiddle my thumbs all day, I wake up on Saturday morning, I go down to my basement, I get a workout in, which I can't go to the gym because it's closed, but that's okay. I bought some resistance bands for 50, 60 bucks. They came, and now I got my workout, and I just followed some videos on YouTube because hashtag no excuses, right? And this is, by the way, I wake up at 9:30 on the weekend, 10 o'clock, and then I get my workout in. So I slept in, got a workout in, then I come up to my computer at noonish, that just went off, I saw it in the background, and I work on my book. And if I don't work on it the entire 20 hours, over the course of 2 days, I'll work on it for 10 to 15. And it feels so good, not that something was taken away from me, was that what feels good is that the thing that was taken away from me, I was able to recognize that it opened a door for something else. Like, when this first happened, I made a big-ass list of things I could do with the time. And, like, one of the things was I could work on my Spanish. One of the things was I could work on becoming a YouTube celebrity. One of the things was that I could, learn a new traffic driving skill. One of the things that was, I made this big, giant list, and I said, okay, of this list, what are the things that are the most important and the most pressing? What are the things on this list that if I could only get one done, it would make the biggest impact in my life or make me the most amount of money? Right? And so I figured out what that was. And so what I want to invite you to do, if you haven't done so already, is to use this time that you now have to do something to be productive. And I know everybody's situation is different, right? I don't have any kids that I know of, right? And so I certainly don't have any that live here. So I know some of you guys have kids, and the kids are home from school, and it's a big, giant mess and confufflement. And fair enough. I don't know everybody's situation. What I do know is that there's this thing called opportunity cost. And now if you're not doing X, you often have the ability to do Y. And you get to choose what Y is. You get to choose what the other thing is that you do. And so that's what I'm going to invite you to do. Pick something that you know you've been dying to do or learn. And say, I was going to spend X amount of hours doing this. I was going to spend 2 hours a week or 2 hours a day in rush hour traffic. Now that you don't have 2 hours a day in rush hour traffic, what can you do with that 2 hours a day? Can you take 2 hours a day and focus on your learning another language? Can you take 2 hours a day if you're an entrepreneur and learn how to create and upload YouTube videos and get them ranked? Because honestly, if you did 2 hours a day for 2 weeks, you would know more about YouTube videos and getting them ranked and getting free traffic from YouTube than 90% of people on this planet in just 2 hours a day for 2 weeks. You were going to spend that time in your damn car sitting in freaking traffic anyway. Just food for thought. So that's what I want to invite you to do. All right? Pick something that you get to do that you know is going to help grow you, and that way you leave this whole coronavirus, COVID quarantine stuff better than you entered it, at least a little bit in some aspects. So I know this video was way longer than I thought it was going to be. I just kind of got on a roll and felt like talking. So if you watched this all the way to the end, high five. Good for you. I appreciate that. I think that's all I got. Have a great day. I'm going to switch my feet and snap my fingers, which I just did, and my knees hurt because I'm old. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.